Yeah, all right. So, I know I said by this time I'd have that chat room up and running. I got some other things cooking in the background, but that should probably take place before we get rolling on that part, just to get all the ducks in a row. But I guess I'm all fired up and ready to go. But long story short, we're going to do a slightly different thing today that will probably end up being beneficial in the long run. So for the, Amazon workers, you already know what you make. This probably isn't necessarily going to be any new information for you. But for the, general public, this is more for you. What the person who's fulfilling your orders, doing the work of making sure that the packages are fulfilled. This is the cost of living versus what their actual take-home pay looks like. So for you to get an idea of how you feel about that. We'll use what I'm making, and my deductions are going to be coming out on the weekly scale. And then when we transition into cost of living averages, that's going to be handled on a monthly scale, because that's the information I could get off the internet. But yeah, we'll just get right into it. This is going to be a quick and dirty, checkout, but just bear with me. As an Amazon warehouse worker, I've been with Amazon for 2 years, and I believe I have made, slightly over $1 more than what the base wage is. So I'm currently, excuse me, I'm currently making $23.75 an hour. Weekly, that comes out to $950. Monthly, that's $3,800. Then in terms of tax deductions for the state of Washington, it's $139.50, 14% of my weekly pay. Health insurance, it's actually fairly good with Amazon, so thank you, Amazon. In all fairness, you gotta, when they're doing something right, you gotta acknowledge it. So the health insurance is, actually really good through Amazon, at least in my personal opinion. So for full coverage, I'm paying $26.53 a week, which is 2% of my paycheck. But yeah, let's not get carried away with, the health insurance. It's kind of one of the hooks they're using to get, some of the most vulnerable in our population into what we're getting into now. So, but yeah, credit where credit is due. It is a good healthcare plan, and thank you, Amazon. But, let's not get too carried away, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So, in terms of retirement savings, I'm, doing the bare minimum to get the maximum company contribution, which I believe is 4%. So that looks like $123.64 a week. So that's 13% of my paycheck. And that's me doing it. I would assume that most people are having to cut down where they can, and you'll see in a minute. But that's about to be a national problem. So from now into the future, we already know Social Security is gonna have some issues that need to get ironed out, and that a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're not putting money into your retirement savings. You're not, going to be, contributing to make that retirement nest egg snowball out over a long period of time, which is what it's supposed to be doing. So that's about to be a national problem that a lot of people that I haven't really heard anyone talking about yet. So that's neither here nor there off the topic of today's thing, but you know, now it's on the internet. So other than that, I do have some other things that are coming up. You know, check those out and see what those are on the screen. But that's $12.74 a month, so you know, slightly over 1% of my paycheck. You know, hopefully won't need any of that in the course of you know, making the videos and what have you, but you know, it is what it is. So, you know, these are my beliefs, and you know, yeah. But actual take-home pay, the weekly wage is $647.59 after all deductions, which brings my monthly wage up to $2,590.36. So it's about you know, 68% of my paycheck I actually keep. So well, I'm already rambling off about everything right now, but you know, in terms of the cost of living averages for the rent, we're going to use the city of Arlington. So on the screen now is you know, the average rent price, and you can check out the different variations, but we're just going to go off the average. So single person groceries, that's for the state of Washington. Vehicle payment, very modest vehicle payment according to the national average. You know, national average was in the 600s, so you know, a modest one. Auto insurance from one of the you know, large providers that's always on the commercials. And then gas, I'm driving about 60 miles a day, you know, round trip. So that's coming out to $260 in the state of Washington a month. Cell phone, that's going to be off the national average. Internet, that's a standard, you know, utility in 2025. Everyone deserves good access to internet. Electricity, monthly, water monthly, sewer monthly, garbage monthly. Bringing out the monthly total for the cost of living to $3,645.52. So after 160 hours worked, I would only be in the hole $1,085.16. So that math does not add up. But you know, a more realistic view of what most people are probably doing is you know, living with roommates and you know, maybe even not driving. So let's get into that part now. So the cost of a room, we're going to put that in half, so that brings that to $1,059. Single person groceries remains the same, vehicle payment, auto insurance, and gas. Cell phone, that remains the same. However, we are going to have the internet, electricity, water, sewer, and garbage. So that brings our total up to $2,473.23 a month for the cost of living with a roommate and still owning a car. So after 160 hours worked, you would have a whopping $117.13 left over to, you know, do what you will with. So, you know, that really does not add up. And, you know, as a person who doesn't work at Amazon, I mean, I wonder how you feel about that. So that's, you know, something that you're going to have to decide for yourself where you fall on that line. But other than that, let's get rid of the vehicle, which I believe saves us $740 on the month. And then we're going to pay $100 in the average community transit fare in the state of Washington, which community transit is our, bus and, our public transportation in the state of Washington, which I believe is the number one rated in the nation. So, all of those numbers are going to be the same. It just changes what I just said. So now our total cost of living for the month is $1,803.23. After 160 hours worked, we're now looking at $752.13. Excuse me. As a monthly net. So still, to be able to save, $752.13 a month, that's really not, blowing anyone's hair back by any means. So, that is pretty much what I have in terms of, the cost of living analysis. So thank you for bearing with me on, kind of a long, that wasn't great, but kind of a longer, drier video. And especially as somebody, if you don't yourself work at Amazon in a fulfillment center, I really appreciate you taking the time to, check out the video and see the reality of the situation financially for the people who are working real hard to fulfill your orders. And then another thing that I didn't mention in there that is relevant is, in order to make ends meet, and another one of those little hooks that Amazon's keeping to get people, I don't know how to say it, but like families, and I don't know, one of the more recent things in my mind is they're talking about like a single mother who's having a hard time getting accommodations to take care of her child, to take time off to, address some medical concerns. She's having a real hard time to get that approved and all of that. And I mean, we're talking about a Fortune 500 company here, where, living frugally and whatnot, you have the chance at saving, just over $700 a month. But the more realistic thing is people are, incentivized to trade more time to the company to be able to, pick up overtime shifts and, which sacrifices, time with their family. Like in that example, being able to, schedule out time to, take care of their family, go on trips or any of that sort of deal. It's just, it's a situation that definitely needs some improvement. It's a high turnover rate there, and, I forget where I was going with that, but, we'll do separate stuff on, all of that. So, I mean, thank you for bearing with us, especially if you aren't an actual Amazon employee. It's kind of a look at the financial outcomes of, what the people fulfilling your orders looks like. And, on a personal note, I'd just like to thank the person who hired me to, help with financial planning and, financial position report building. You're probably cringing at, the level of, detail that I went into it, but, I don't have access to, that software that, or any of that. And, like I said, this is the quick and dirty version, but, if you know who you are and, how, our paths parted, I just want to take a moment to, tell you how relevant that is for me, and, that I really appreciate it. So, yeah, that being said, that's hopefully a good run on this one. So hope you're doing well, and yeah, talk to you later.